The episode opens with Private Webster returning to Easy in the French town of Haguenau following a lengthy respite after getting wounded at the Crossroads battle in the Netherlands. The other members of Easy, having fought in Bastogne and Foy, act coldly toward him, resentful of his non-participation in those two key battles. Webster then walks over to his old outfit, Easy Company's 1st Platoon, but has to explain to their CO Foley that he was part of the company. When he asks where Corporal Hubler is, Webster isn't given any answer. PFC Cobb and Staff Sergeant Martin tell Webster to report to 2nd Platoon. On the truck is Leapgott, Staff Sergeant Malarkey, and Private Jackson. Webster is also treated to resentment by the men there. Leapgott thinks Webster must have liked being in recovery because he has been gone for 4 months. Leapgott says that PFC went found away from the hospital, as did Staff Sergeant Garnier. The truck stops and they have arrived at Haguenau. A patrol is planned for the evening. 15 men will cross a nearby river to capture German soldiers for intelligence retrieval. Joining the company is a young 2nd Lieutenant, Jones, who is a West Point graduate. Winning acceptance from Easy members is just as hard for the young lieutenant as Webster's attempts to rejoin them are. Webster gets Leapgott out of the patrol by telling Winters both of them speak German and that there are 16 men when Winters asked for 15. Winters commands Leapgott to remain on the Allied side of the river and provide cover fire. The patrol crosses the river in inflatable boats, one capsizes. As they approach the building where German soldiers are camped out, a young private, Jackson, rushes into the building too soon and is seriously wounded. The rest of the platoon rushes the building and captures 3 Germans. As they retreat with their prisoners, the remaining German forces open fire. One of the prisoners is hit and is left on the riverbank. Arriving on the opposite side, the platoon takes Jackson and the prisoners to the basement of battalion headquarters. Several of the men, still feeling the adrenaline effects of the mission, are ready to kill the prisoners in retaliation for Jackson, who dies while being treated by Doc Rowe. Lieutenant Jones is able to restore order. The next morning, Winters and Spears observe the building mined with explosives planted during the patrol. Lieutenant Colonel Sink commands that another patrol be scheduled for that night. Captain Winters meets with the men later and explains this patrol will involve going deeper into the enemy encampment for more prisoners. He tells them that the patrol will leave at 2 a.m., but then commands them to get a full night's sleep, and to report to him that they went on patrol but unfortunately were unable to take any prisoners. The men are relieved. The building that was planted with explosives blows up. Lipton gets a battlefield commission and promoted to 2nd Lieutenant. Because they took part in an active combat firefight, both young Lieutenant Jones and Webster are now accepted as full members of Easy Company. Webster is welcomed back into Easy as they leave Haguenau.